All of them, not you do. Just some reminders, so back to school night, like we said, Wednesday, September 5th, 5 o'clock. Reminder not to use the gate next to the office as we're setting a bad example for parents.
Not the only one.
Minimum day Friday, but remember after school is suicide prevention training 1:45 to 2:45 with Miss Eva.
We've got 2 flag football games today, one at 4 o'clock, one at 5 o'clock, competing against Jackson Academy. We're going to compete on the field behind South Valley due to conflicts with the Giveaway Browns on this field. So hope to see you there.
Please check your attendance tab on the watch list for intervention today. There were a lot of confirmations within the past day and a half. And I'll remind you tomorrow, especially for tomorrow for blended, because we have a lot of fluency invites. So please just remind your kids what room to go to, who is confirmed. That would help me out a lot. Appreciate it.
We got an NS board meeting, Navigator Schools in Hollister from 6 to 8:30. But we always have Zoom available at GPS if you are interested in coming here and Zooming in. And we have a 504 at 3:15 for 7.
Shout out. To build on a little bit on that. When I would observe Iram and Amy, I loved how the kids would get engaged when Amy was doing their work with them. So I knew when I got my own classroom, I wanted to somehow build that in like all the time. So my chants are a little more ridiculous in math because it's harder to come up with chants in math. So shout out to you for teaching me that and showing me that that's what I wanted to do. And then shout out to Mia because she has to do my ridiculous chants. She's really shy, so she, she doesn't put all the like hey in it, but she still does it. So shout out to you for being willing to do my chants.
I'll build on that. As a mom, my son said, "Mom, these songs are stuck in my head, and I just can't stop singing them." So that's good. They're great.
I have one more shout out. To all of our people who were involved in enrichment yesterday. I did not get around to see all of them. I saw Kinder making pinch pots. I saw second grade was doing little cars with balloons. We have great video, Heather. Like the joy factor was just fantastic. So thank you for bringing that and all your hard work and your time coming up with your activities.
I have a shout out.
Shout out
To Vanessa and Leah and Mariah. Thank you for a wonderful science committee meeting yesterday. Many of these things, but for sure relationship skills and responsible decision making around how to best iterate our middle school science model and use all of the tools given to us, resources. Thank you.
Thank you to everybody on that. And then I have another little shout out, or big shout out for
Shout out.
Teresa. Last week, or Monday I guess it was, I was here and Karen got me on my way out complaining about this interaction in the parking lot. We know that's a stressful situation at times. And Teresa jumped in on a translation, and I think the parent left feeling acknowledged and part of the community, and so thank you for supporting that. It wasn't just a translation, it was also just your affect and being there and being a positive advocate for our parents. So thank you, Teresa.
Boom Silva.
Kevin, what SEL competencies did she exhibit?
I would say definitely the self-management and the relationship skills, because she was very calm and very positive presence there.
Awesome.
Shout out
to Anthony and Sarah. Yesterday I left them and Missy with a task to help with my Google sites, and they saw that it wasn't working with my poor CSUMB guinea pigs, and they decided to switch it around, and they made a last-minute adjustment for SJSU to get the necessary time that they needed, and I just really appreciate you guys taking that initiative. So I'm going to call that responsible decision making. Thanks, guys.
Shout out.
For Leah. So this goes back a minute. Something that she kind of brought to a lot of us in the past was just reaching out to 5 families a week and giving them a positive feedback on their child. Because initially I'm like, oh my gosh, who's on my watch list? What do I got to do here? But last night I took some time to just send messages to some parents about how amazing their kids are and like how they're an amazing addition to our class, to both the classmates and the staff. And I got parents like, wow, thank you. And on a personal note, like anytime somebody can give me a positive feedback on my son who's 7th grade over at HPS, I'm like, okay, good, thank you, because you just don't know how much those kids might be fighting their parents at home, and to hear that they're doing something right at school is always good.
That was relationship.
Absolutely.
I have a shout out.
Shout out.
This is for Rami because on the 28th he had his baby. So on the count of 3, let's say congratulations, Rami and Rachel. 1, 2, 3.
Congratulations, Rami and Rachel.
So, as far as being mission driven, like that is my shout out to these two today, is for being very mission driven. At Navigator, this is what we are all about, is impacting as many kids and as many lives as we can.
Second, to teach them something or review something that they might not have remember. So a character trait. A character trait is an adjective. Is an adjective to describe a character.
Mrs. Parsons of Celeste. And since Celeste isn't here, we've got Mr. Dent recording her shout out. So shout out.
Shout out.
This is actually to Celeste and Aria. They have an incredible system of tracking, not watching. So as you watch this video, notice how they have data trackers. And one thing I noticed was they're not just tracking for completion, they're actually tracking for check for understanding and identifying misconceptions. So what do you notice Celeste doing in this video that's best practices during her squads?
She's holding them accountable to their work by aggressively monitoring what they're doing and then asking them questions for feedback.
How's she collecting her data?
She actually had broken it down into like 3 or 4 different things she was looking for from each group and was checking that off that they were being successful. So it was helping with the pacing of the student-led squads as well.
And what I didn't capture in this video is how well they do targeted questioning when they identify a misconception.
Oh yeah, just since I'm there, I could add that she starts out each class having the students make a schedule. So they have a few minutes to do that, and what she asks them to do is review on her website all of the tasks for the day, estimate how long it will take them, and then create a schedule together. And that's just like a quick activity that starts out each ELA class, and from there, they're responsible for seeing if they estimated well, how long something would take them, and I have seen a big improvement since we started doing that. So they're managing their time, so it's great.
All right, excellent job, Celeste and Aria. Started. Irvin, what do we have today? Thoughtful Thursday. Thoughtful Thursday on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Thoughtful Thursday.
TGIF. 1, 2, 3.
TGIF. 3-day weekend.
1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday, Stephanie and Nina.